is up guys, my name is Axel and welcome back to another video of mine. Today in this guide I'm going to be going through the buildings, what the buildings do and what do they actually mean. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So welcome back guys, we're in my base now and I have divided my base into three separate categories. We have first category that is like the main focus things you build, you upgrade them mainly. Then you have the second category that's quite important buildings that you will be interacting with these every day basically. And then you have like the last buildings that you won't interact them in daily basis, but they're quite important as well. Overall, all the buildings are really important and they serve a purpose, but I will just start with this section here. So the first section includes command center and the troops training and so on, and I'll be going through that now. The very first building I want to tell you guys about is the command center, and the command center is a building that you are going to be focusing mostly. This is the building you will upgrade the most. This is your main focus, and each time you actually upgrade it until level 20, you will receive a drop board with it from the missions. Now, the command center also serves another purpose. It increases your formation slots, meaning how many different formations you can have, and max command capability, meaning how good heroes you can actually have on the formations. So I've covered this whole thing on my first guide on the formation, so I won't dive into this building. The next one that goes hand in hand with command center is the mobilization center, and every time you level up your command center you will always have to also level up the mobilization center to advance to get to the next level of the command center. Now the mobilization center is where all your reserved troops are going to be. It's where you train your troops and you will see all your troops. Now it loads here for a bit, but yeah, there we go. If I go to train, I can see how much capacity I have, meaning how many troops I have on the reserves. And I can train these, but right now I'm full because it's the end of the season, we don't really fight, so I don't have to train. But basically every time you upgrade this, you will get more training speed, meaning how fast your troops are going to train, more capacity, meaning how much more reserves you can have, as well it will increase the training numbers, meaning how many troops you can train at the same time. So you can never actually train the whole capacity at once. You have to split it into sections, and training number is the one that actually increases the number of those sections. And then the daily speed up chances are kind of the chances that you can speed up the training process. With the mobilization center, you will get 2 extra buildings that unlock at certain levels, and those are the military readiness centers. These buildings further increase the mobilization center things. So basically you will get the same things as training speed and capacity and training numbers. But it won't actually give you the training speed on these ones. I like to upgrade them quite early on if you plan to go to war or so on, but don't overdo it, you will need your resources more. The next building I'm going to talk about is the dispatch station, and this building has a purpose of actually raising the hero level cap. So if you start off the game, the cap of the hero level is going to be 10 for the first 3 levels you have the dispatch station on. And the further you increase it, as you can see on the screen, the more you are going to have, the higher levels your heroes can actually achieve. I like to upgrade this also quite early to like around 40, 30, so I can like kind of upgrade my heroes. But with the newest building that game, you can actually upgrade to the max, and I will talk about this in a second when we get to the newest building that we have. After that, I want to talk about the control tower, which you will unlock at level 16 if you when your command center reaches level 16. Control tower gives you 5 extra command capability once you reach it to the max level. So overall the max command capability you can have is going to be 30. And from all of these, the next building here I'm going to go through is the Vehicle Research Center, and this is the building that increases your vehicle level. So the more wafers, the wafers are up here, right next to my name. The more wafers you spend here, the more the vehicle level right here on the left upper corner is going to rise. So if I'm just going to auto research on my 100,000 wafers, I will get XP and I will get items. And most of the items are going to be epic. When you start off the game, you can only get rare items. Then the more you level up the vehicle analysis, the more and better items you can have, up to legendary items. And let me show you my inventory. There are also like vehicle specified items, like for an example, for a roaming star you have a star pulse cannon and so on, and it is exclusive for those. And for siren, where is my siren? For siren you have a siren skin armor and so on, and there are a lot of these. There are a lot of legendary items and so on, so you can mess around with them, and they all have like certain stats like energy ability and firepower and energy ability, so you need to be also careful which items you are going to actually use for your vehicles. For the last building in this section is going to be the Strategic Institute. Now this building you will unlock at 15, and then you can upgrade a few levels, and then you have to upgrade your command center to 17 and so on. Basically what this building does is that with each single upgrade it will increase the march formations, and that means that every time you level up this building, your formations you have will get more troops. So if I would level this up, I would get 200 more troops. So every single one of those would go to like 9.2k, and this would go 8.7k and so on. So this is really nice building. I like to max it out to the best level I can once I always get it on level 15. Now we're done with this section, let's move on to the next section. Now for the next section I want to go through is resource buildings and some other important buildings, and let's get into it. First of all, resource buildings. There are 3 different types of resource buildings. You have the energy one, that's the solar plant, it gives you energy. Then you have the metal refinery that gives you metal, and then for the last one you have food depot that gives you food. Now if those reach full, they will turn yellow like you saw before, but if they're not full, they are going to be green. The next one is going to be the Wafer Supply Center, and now this one is a little bit more complicated. Let's get into it. Wafer Supply Center is based on your reputation level, and you gain reputation by killing crawled flies and killing behemoths, and by killing those you get reputation, and the more reputation you have, the better level you're going to have on wafer supply, meaning the more wafer per hour you are going to get. And this same thing goes with the Behemoth Hunting Club, which you can see right here, and I will get back to that in a second. Basically you can also see the reputation levels on the little question mark on left top corner, and it shows you exactly how much reputation in it do you get that wafer supply per hour. Now in the beginning you can't really see it, but there's one free, always you get that for free. Then you have another one that pays, that costs money, and it's 80 coins, and then you have a last one that also costs 80 coins, but you need a beta fund for that. What I personally do, I always get the beta fund and the alpha fund as well in the start of the season, and I always buy them because they give you a nice boost for your vehicle levels, meaning your vehicles actually are going to be more powerful. So yeah, that's what I like to do. The next one is at the trade station, and the trade station has 4 parts, and I'm going to go through all parts separately. The very first one is the black market, and you have a mysterious trader here who sells all kinds of materials, resources and so on, and it will always have one drop wall at -10, and if you reach level 9 you will have another drop wall for -10%. Now the more you buy from mysterious trader, the better partnership you are going to have with it, so up to level 15. I haven't been that actively buying from this because I haven't felt the need to do that, but you definitely can if you, for example, see Hero XP or something you really like. For an example, you can just buy. You always have 1 refresh per day as well, or 2 refresh per day as well for free if you want. The next one here, you have the grocery store, and basically the grocery store is your tournament store. And if you jump right into the Warfront and into tournaments, you will get the tournament tokens every time you log, every day once. So depending on your position, I'm at really bad position currently, but depending on your position, that's the amount you are going to get. So if I'm at 250, I will probably get like 300 tournament tokens per day. And you can spend them here. I mostly buy the Centaurus token fragments because I feel like they are the most worth it. The next one, you have the Trophy Store. The Trophy Store, to obtain the trophies, you need to kill other players' formations and their troops. And for every 10,000 troops you kill, you get 1,000 trophies. So basically, in the start, I really highly suggest you go and find players that you can snipe or kill and earn yourself trophies, because Trophy Store has Hero XP for really cheap. For only 100 tokens, you get 10k Hero XP, and you have like 3 of those. So that is a nice boost in the start, and I really highly suggest to do that. It also has bots and alliance TPs that are really important as well, and Wafers of course. So if you get a really good head start on trophies, you'll be good to go. The very last thing on Trade Station that came with the latest update 1.2 it is? Yeah, I think so. It is the Behemoth Hunting Club, and this allows you to exchange your Behemoth tickets or Behemoth plans you have 3 times per day. So let's see, I need food, I need a lot of food, so I'm just going to exchange 3 times food resource create here. And this is also, like I said, it's bound with the reputation like the Wafer supply was. So let's do those first. These are all you get. You also get a lot of Hero XP if this is maxed out, and this is the last one. There we go. And now I have only 7 left, and I got a lot of resources for food. So moving on, we have the communication post, and this is pretty much that I don't think I've actually ever got upgraded, but basically what it does, that it gives you the minimum time required, meaning that every time you help your alliance member, it will take that time off from him, his training, for example for troops. So if you have this maxed out, every time you assist an alliance member, you take 180 seconds off their training timer, and you can do that 20 times if you max it out. I've been just lazy and maybe not so helpful, so I haven't actually maxed it out. The next one I have here is the Intel Agency, and this serves 2 purposes. The first one is Intel Missions, and these Intel Missions give you really nice boost in the start. It gives you Hero XP, it gives you Wafers, and the yellow ones give you always energy splinters as well. Then you have this little skull icon here that you can do it 5 times per day, and every 20 levels you will get a drop pod, and every 5 levels you will get an energy splinter. So it's at least 1 guaranteed energy splinter per day, so it's definitely worth it. The more Intel missions you do, the better level you are going to have on the Intel. So I'm at 15 is the max level, I'm at 15. The Intel numbers I'm going to have is 8, and the quality is extraordinarily amazing and rare. This will kinda stay the same for the last, like, I think 6 levels, it doesn't change. But yeah, the more you increase this, the better rewards you are going to get. And the next part is the Transmission Tower. This refills every 1.5 hours, if I remember correctly, and you have 3 different urgencies, like you can see here. This is urgency number 2. Basically what you need to do is answer these guys' questions and so on, and you get Wafers. You have urgency number 1, that's really short, sometimes you don't have to even answer. And I'm just going to do them fast, see if I have urgency 3 to show you. But basically you get Wafers. There we go, I have an urgency 3. And 3 always gives you either a splinter or a cipher. And let's see which one I'm going to get today. I never actually read those things. I just kind of click it through. But yeah, I got a splinter from here, and then I have a 2 again, and so on. And it's really nice way to get splinters if you're short on splinters, and these energy splinters are always a bonus. But the very last building on this category is the lineup management center that came with the newest update as well. This is really nice building because it actually allows you to do multiple different lineups, and once it loads in, I will show you in a second. This building also serves another purpose, and it has a training center, which I will show you in a second. Now you will get 3 regiments that you can build your lineups. The only bad thing about this is that, sad thing about this is that you can't use the same hero, vehicle, supporting weapon on other regiments. So if I have a Wolfie here, I can't put Wolfie here, I have to put something else here. So for example, I just go with Layla and so on and so on, and I don't know, equip Layla with Centaurus and give it Prophecy for an example. And then I have it here, and you can do like 3 of those. And you can switch them up as main and so on, but it's really up to you. If you have a lot of heroes and you definitely want to have 2 regiments, go for it, it's a good thing. What I do like is that you get a separate arena lineup, which you can either use as a main regiment or you don't have to use it. I don't use this as my main regiment because this one is way better killing at Behemoth than the arena lineup. But yeah, you can really do whatever you want with it. It also has a nice feature that you can actually lineup setting. You can actually see the lineup, how it looks on the arena. And the last one is the hero training center. Basically how this works is you can have up to 20 heroes if you have this maxed out to be as high level as your lowest level sergeant. These 5 here are sergeants. You can add them, and the lowest level sergeant is going to be the level of your trainees underneath here. So if I'm going to add, let's say, a level 1, what would Enlil for an example, it will automatically go to level 50 because everybody else is 50 here. And if I go for an Anunnaki for there, 50 as well, because everybody else is level 50. And this unlocks you a thing that you don't actually have to max, like spread the XP around on the start of the season. You can just kind of max out your very first hero to like level 30, put it on as a trainee, and then you can have, I think, like 3 trainees underneath here. So basically you will get them to that level as well, and it's really good. I really like this feature. Now moving on to the next section, I have some military buildings. Let's go. Now the military buildings, or as I call them, the military buildings, these are the buildings that are really important in the game. They boost your vehicle stats and overall all the stats you will have in game, and damage and so on. Basically you have 3 types of the element ones, as I call them: the nuclear station, the electromagnetic station, and the thermal station. And I have kinda evenly upgraded them because I kinda have everything. Right now I only have nuclear and a thermal, but I used to have like kinda evenly them all around. So it's really up to you how you want to do this. Every upgrade is the same for all the 3 stations. It will increase +1, +2 health, +2 energy ability, and +2 firepower. And it goes on and so on, up until 30. And so these are all the same. It's really up to you how you upgrade them. I like to upgrade them throughout the game, here and there. I don't really max them out. The next one are the vehicle specific ones. It's either mech, tank, or aircraft. And since I don't really have any good tanks this season I played in, I've always just used mechs and aircrafts, and so I haven't really upgraded my tank assembly station. It's a nice way to actually like get your total power up if you want, but I just haven't been I didn't just want to do that. But yeah, I've been just going mech and aircraft, and what these do is they increase percent wise. So if I upgrade this once, it will increase the mech's health Energy, ability, and firepower. Let's do it. Why not? No, it lags a bit, but yeah. But it's the same for each of the vehicle buildings. So if you level them up, they will increase on percentage. Alright, cutting through here, I have the very last building for you, and the very last building is the analysis lab. That is like one of the main focuses you have here, because every time you get a trade pod, you actually, or the drop pod, you will actually going to analyze it here. And the thing goes like this: if you get a rare one, it has no cooldown. You can straight open it. If it's epic, it's 2 hours. No, 2 hours. Yeah, and if it's a legendary, it takes 4 hours and something. Now, it has a history tab. See everything you've gotten so far from the very start. You can check it by category, like weapon and so on, and see what you've gotten and everything. And then you have the hero wise, and then you have like the item wise. The next one is the Trade Center, and the Trade Center basically is the store. It opens the store for you. You can buy drop pods from there. You can buy premium drop pods for energy splinters, and absolutely you can anything you can imagine. And life tree funds, of course, you can buy those. Readiness supply and the weekly supplies is based how much money you spend on the game. It will unlock things. The very last one is the drop pod management, and this section shows you all the drop pods you actually have on the map right now. So if you would have like, let's say 11 drop pods all around here, it will show them here. And if I can't manage to find them from my base, I can click on them and it takes me right there where the drop pod is. So yeah guys, thank you so much for watching this guide. It was a little bit longer one because I wanted to get really into detail with all the buildings and so on in this video, but I hope this helps you out a lot. I hope this clears out some of the info that you've been looking for or had questions what they actually do and so on. I'll be back with another video next week with another guide, and yeah, subscribe, leave a comment, join our Discord server, and we will help you out as much as we can and how we can. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.